Presenting Gus Gray, Special Correspondent, in the mystery of the 9 Ivory Buddhas. Charged with murder, Constable Manners tells the police that Chen and the Count have joined forces, and that the Count has gone to Paris, where he is to be met by the Countess Vestrikov. Flanagan instructs Gus Gray to catch the night plane. When he and Flo take their seats, Gus is surprised to see a familiar figure seated in front of them.
Flo, look who's planted right in front of us.
That man in the bowler hat?
Yes, don't you see who it is?
Yes. Yes, I do. What's he doing on this plane?
Suppose we ask him.
Go right ahead, darling.
Well, Inspector Stain, the great brain of Scotland Yard. Tell me, Dunk, how many feet are there in a Scotland Yard?
Gray, what are you doing on this plane?
Flying, the same as you and dear Sergeant Sparrow.
Oh.
There was a young policeman called Barrow who disguised himself as a sparrow. He did it for fun, but was shot with a gun by an angry old colonel from Harrow. I say, darling, isn't that splendid?
Gray, are you sober, man?
Oh, practically.
Then answer my question. What are you doing on this plane?
Darling, do you think we'd better tell him?
Oh, Gus, must we? I mean, not the whole truth, surely.
Oh, I'm afraid so. Dunk, you really want to know?
I most certainly do want to know.
Then come closer. We've eloped.
You shut up, Sparrow. Gray, when I last heard of you were chasing the Countess Vestrikov in a train.
What?
Yes, darling, but I'll tell you all about that another time.
You'll tell me all about it now.
Now, Dunk, look what you've done. Wrecked my whole married life. Sown the green seed of jealousy in my wife's heart. Oh, how could you?
Gray, be sensible for one moment. Did you catch the Countess?
No, she caught me.
Gus.
Oh, it was nothing serious, darling. Anyway, never mind that now. Suppose you tell me what you're doing on this night plane.
I'm going to Paris.
Duncan Stain. I'm surprised at you. Dashing off to that wicked city of sin to goggle at the Folie Bergère. What did Mrs. Dunk say?
Gray, I'm not going to listen.
Reason? Of course you are, not now. I knew you were without morals, but that you should lead a shy, shrinking varlet like Sergeant Sparrow off the straight and narrow.
Oh, will you shut up?
Oh, certainly.
I suppose you're following me.
Dunk, you blither, you drip. One might even go so far as to say that you drool.
Then how did you know that...
You'd be on this plane? We didn't. We discovered that the Countess crossed to Paris this afternoon. In fact, that was where she was going when she took the train for Croydon.
I see.
At last, the lightning gleam of intelligence pierces the Stygian darkness of his great brain.
And you're following her.
Well, that remains to be seen.
Dunk,
Will?
spill the beans. Tell us all why this trip to the gay city.
Manners confessed to his part in the case this afternoon.
And you didn't think to tell me all about it, eh?
There was no time. I tried to contact you, but could get no reply for your flat.
No, I was asleep in a railway carriage.
He'd been out with the Countess.
Well, not exactly.
Then I had to go down to execution dock. The body of Valentine Fisher was taken for the river just after 5 o'clock.
That's very interesting.
Why?
Remember when we discovered that time bomb aboard the Oriental Sun? And you saw me pick something off the floor of the cabin?
Aye. I forgot to ask you what it was.
Or perhaps I held out on you, Dunk. Anyway, it was a toy pin with 2 initials on it, VF.
B.F. Valentine Fisher.
Yeah.
Then he was aboard. And that is why they didn't want us to search the ship.
Dunk, you're a detective.
Fisher's body was almost unrecognizable, but the housekeeper, Mrs. Puddle, identified it. It's quite possible he was dead when the ship was destroyed, and somehow the body got in the river.
You've explained it all very beautifully, Dunk.
All fits in.
Yes. Having served his purpose, poor old Fisher was killed off.
Oh, Gus, isn't it horrible? All these killings. What does it all mean?
Very soon we should know, Mrs. Gray. What Manners told me today has taken us a good step further.
Then suppose you give our bath chairs a little push, Dunk.
All right. Manners' story was this. You may as well hear it.
And so we have the entertaining spectacle of one gang chasing the other.
Manners couldn't tell you what the secret of the idols was.
He could not, or he would not.
It seems as if my Countess is in it right up to her pretty chin.
How terribly distressing.
Yes, isn't it? Dunk, is the Star in on this French job?
I can't say. That's up to Descartes.
Who's he?
He's chief of police at the Paris Sûreté.
What's he like? Impressionable?
Well, he's French.
Oh. Darling, it's up to you.
Me?
Yes.
You want me to, well, just...
Merely a little half-hearted vamping. Unless he's too old for that, eh, Dunk?
Oh, darling, no man is too old.
Well, you ought to know.
I do. Even you've got 1 or 2 grey hairs, dear.
Don't be so insulting.
I think I shall use Routine 7.
Routine 7? What's that?
Oh, it's very successful. You were caught by it.
Well, what do you think of the Hotel de Tabarin?
It has what the spiritualists call an aura.
The air you're breathing is the most expensive in Paris.
Ooh.
This cocktail is liquid gold.
And I'm sitting opposite the most handsome man in all Paris.
Well, I can't disguise it.
Oh, darling, your modesty is astounding. I'll have another cigarette.
Sure.
Thank you. What's happening?
Descartes and his men will raid number 17 Rue Coulombe in an hour at noon. Because of your Scarlett O'Hara business last night, the Star will be there to see what happens.
Did I do it well?
Too well.
Monsieur Descartes seemed very impressed. Sent me flowers.
When?
This morning. Roses. Oh.
Must have had some left over from someone else.
Oh, darling, you're jealous.
Madly. Here comes Stain and Descartes now. Hello, Dunk. Good morning, Descartes.
Good morning.
Good morning, Monsieur Descartes.
Oh, bonjour, madame. It is a morning made even more exquisite by the vision of your radiant self.
Oh, darling. Why can't you say lovely things like that?
I was born under a gooseberry bush, my sweet, not in a lily pond.
What is that? Aha, you make the joke, Monsieur Gray? Yes, monsieur, I make the joke.
Shall we go?
Yes, my gendarmes surround the house. No one can escape.
I seem to have heard something like that before somewhere. Haven't you, Dunk?
Oh, lay off.
Monsieur Descartes, I really can't say how much I appreciated your roses.
Beside you, madame, they are insignificant.
Oh, you really mean that?
It comes straight from my heart.
Then don't let it go straight to your head, old boy, will you? I'll be sending you flowers. Goodbye, Flo. Don't wreck the hotel when we're gone.
Au revoir, madame. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Telegram, Monsieur Gray. Telegram, Monsieur Gray.
Oh, here, I'll take it.
Oui, madame. Merci, madame.
Have ascertained that the Countess is staying at Hotel Raymond. Contact and phone interview. Flanagan. Well, the Countess staying at the Hotel Raymond. Oh, is she? How very jolly.
Is that the place, Dunk?
Aye, down there. The one with the flat roof.
What's the idea of us being perched up here in the tiles?
It's probably not the first time you've been out on them.
What a mind.
The idea is that Descartes and his men surround this place as best they can. All the houses are joined. And as you can see, the backyard's open onto that lane down there.
We and those 2 gendarmes cover the roof in case the villains come pouring out of the skylight, eh?
Aye.
Where's Sparrow?
Behind that chimney. There.
That means we hop in, doesn't it?
It does.
Oh, boy. Come on, then. This is going to ruin a 15-guinea suit.
Shouldn't be so wasteful.
Well, I don't possess any Scotch blood.
Clans be praised.
You know, you've been wearing that same old blue suit as long as Flanagan's had that awful made-up tie.
That's the most insulting comparison I've ever heard.
Here. Now, give me your fist and I'll pull you over. We don't want you to be a dark stain on the pavement down there.
No more puns, neither.
Sorry.
Thanks. You've a powerful body. What do you weigh?
Half as much as you do. Here's the skylight. Do we gate crash?
Aye.
This reminds me of my exuberant youth. Just a sec. There's a fastening inside.
Man your hands on that glass.
There.
Aye. I'll go first.
Dunk, if you think you're going to get your tummy through this 2x4 without assistance, you're mistaken. I'd much rather pull than push. Here goes. There's a ladder of sorts leading down. Be careful, the second rung's missing. Come on.
Sparrow.
Yes, sir.
You follow us. The other 2 men stay.
Right, sir.
Don't come down the ladder, Daddy. I've taken it away. I suppose I'm allowed to use this cannon if the occasion demands it.
Aye, they're a tough lot here.
Lovely. There's a door in the corner.
All right, we'd better hurry. Follow on, Sparrow.
Okay, sir. Aha, I hear music. Let's get amongst the orchestra.
Right.
Look out, Dunk. Here come a couple of Hollywood extras.
You keep out of the fighting.
With a hand on it.
Push
Cross on yourself, brother, and a couple of... Oh. Lovely looking pole.
Angry, the other fellow here's got a knife.
Cutlery. Now sleeps the crimson petal, now the white. Sparrow, take charge of these two tough babies.
We better search the rooms as we go.
Someone at the top of the stairs.
Where? He's gone.
Into that room at the end of the passage. Come on.
Right.
He's locked the door.
Well, break it in.
I got a better idea than that. It's done in all the best cereals. There, never fails.
Empty. It's not here.
Over there in the corner. Flight of steps leading down. Come on. Careful, careful. It's damn dark. We don't know where it leads to.
I'm first this time.
Don't be an ass.
Shut up and do as you're told. There. He's doing there, firing at us.
Oh, you got him, Doc.
Come up, whoever you are. You can't escape.
Oh, no, gentlemen. You do not catch the Count quite so easily.
The Count! Leaping lizards after him, Dunk. We've got him cornered. Come on!